Did you know that 60% of wireless networks are vulnerable to cyber attacks? Quite a shocking statistic, isn't it? This means that over half of the networks we use daily, from our homes to our workplaces, are susceptible to breaches, potentially leading to stolen data or compromised devices. This vulnerability stems from a lack of robust wireless security measures, a gap that cybercriminals are all too eager to exploit. Let's dive deeper into the world of wireless security to understand how we can protect ourselves. Wireless security is about protecting your devices and data from unauthorized access. It's akin to a digital fortress shielding you from the prying eyes of cyber invaders. But what exactly is it? And why is it so crucial in our hyper-connected world? Let's take a step back and break it down. Wireless security, in its simplest form, is a set of measures designed to prevent unapproved access to networks and devices. This encompasses everything from your personal laptop and smartphone to a corporate network or even a city's infrastructure. It's not just about keeping your private information private, but also about ensuring that your devices continue to function as intended. Why is this important, you might ask? Well, imagine your digital world as a bustling city. Your devices are the buildings, your data the citizens, and the wireless networks are the roads connecting everything. Now imagine if someone could sneak into this city, enter any building they wish, and take whatever they want. Not a pleasant thought, right? This is precisely the kind of scenario that wireless security aims to prevent. The potential impact of a breach in wireless security can be profound. For individuals, this could mean the loss of personal information such as passwords, financial details, or even your identity. For businesses, a breach could lead to devastating financial losses, damage to their reputation, and loss of customer trust. In essence, wireless security is the digital equivalent of locking your doors at night. It is a necessary measure in a world where information is the new currency and cybercriminals are constantly looking for ways to steal it. Every one of us who uses a smartphone, a laptop, or connects to a Wi-Fi network has a stake in wireless security. It affects us all, from the tech-savvy teenager to the small business owner, the corporate executive, and even the retiree who just wants to video call their grandkids. Now that we know what wireless security is, let's explore the risks associated with it. From data theft to network sabotage, the risks in wireless networks are numerous and serious. In our increasingly connected world, wireless networks have become the backbone of communication. They're convenient, yes, but they also come with their fair share of risks. Data theft is one such risk. Hackers can snoop on your wireless network traffic, intercepting sensitive information such as credit card numbers, passwords, or even confidential business data. This could lead to identity theft, financial loss, and a whole lot of headaches. Moving on, network sabotage is another significant risk. Imagine a malicious individual gaining access to your wireless network and causing disruption. This person could slow down your network, make it completely inoperable, or even use it to launch attacks on other networks. This not only affects productivity, but also poses a serious security concern. Then there's the risk of unauthorized access. It's like leaving your front door open for anyone to walk in. Unprotected wireless networks are susceptible to unauthorized access, allowing intruders to consume your bandwidth, gain access to connected devices, and potentially compromise your privacy. And let's not forget about the risk of rogue access points. These are unauthorized wireless access points or routers that have been installed on a network without consent. They provide an open door for attackers to enter and compromise your network. Also, there's the threat of man-in-the-middle attacks. Here, the attacker intercepts communication between two parties, altering the communication or eavesdropping without the parties knowing. This could lead to loss of sensitive information or injection of malicious data. So, why do these risks exist? Well, the open nature of wireless networks is partly to blame. The signals are broadcasted openly, meaning anyone with a wireless device and the right tools can attempt to connect. Moreover, many users fail to properly secure their networks, leaving them vulnerable to these threats. But fear not. While the risks might sound scary, they can be mitigated. And that's where understanding these risks becomes crucial. It's the first step towards creating a robust defense against potential threats. Understanding these risks is the first step towards securing our wireless networks. Securing your Wi-Fi network doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, there are quite a few simple and effective ways to ensure your wireless network is secure. Let's dive in. First things first, change your default passwords. Most wireless routers come with factory-set passwords that are easy for hackers to guess. So it's crucial to change these passwords as soon as you set up your Wi-Fi network. Make sure your new password is strong and unique, combining upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Next, enable encryption. Encryption is like a secret code that only your devices can understand. The most common type of encryption is Wi-Fi Protected Access, or WPA. The latest version, WPA3, provides the highest level of security. So if your router supports it, make sure to enable WPA3. If not, WPA2 is the next best thing. Additionally, consider disabling remote management of your router. This feature allows you to access your router's settings from anywhere, which might seem convenient, but it also opens up another potential point of entry for cybercriminals. By disabling remote management, you're closing off one more door that hackers could use to break into your network. Another tip is to keep your router's firmware up to date. Firmware updates often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities hackers could exploit. Most routers have an option to check for updates in their settings. If yours doesn't, visit the manufacturer's website to find out how to update your router's firmware. Lastly, consider setting up a guest network for visitors to your home. This keeps your main network more secure, as guests can't access your personal devices or sensitive information. Plus, if their device is infected with malware, it won't spread to your devices. Remember, no security measure is 100% foolproof. But by taking these steps, you're making your network a much harder target for hackers. With these measures, you can significantly reduce the chances of being a victim of a cyber attack. One of the best ways to test your wireless security is through penetration testing. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is wireless penetration testing? Well, it's a proactive and authorized approach to assessing the security of a wireless network. This is done by simulating attacks on the network to identify potential vulnerabilities, just like a hacker would do, but with good intentions. Imagine you're a security guard. You wouldn't know how effective your security measures are until they are tested, right? That's precisely what wireless penetration testing does. It puts your defenses to the test to give you a clear picture of where your security stands. Wireless penetration testing follows a systematic process. It starts with planning and reconnaissance. This involves gathering information about the target network, understanding its structure, and defining the scope of the test. Next comes scanning. This is where we use tools to understand how the target network responds to various intrusion attempts. It's like knocking on doors to see which ones are locked and which ones aren't. Then we have the gaining access stage. Here, the tester tries to exploit the vulnerabilities found during the scanning stage, attempting to penetrate the network. Once inside, the maintaining access phase begins. The tester tries to remain within the system undetected, just like a real attacker might do to gather sensitive information over time. Finally, we have the analysis stage. Here, the tester reviews the data collected during the test, identifying vulnerabilities, their severity, and ways to mitigate them. Now, why is wireless penetration testing important? Well, it helps you uncover weaknesses in your wireless network before the bad guys do. It allows you to take corrective action, to reinforce your defenses and to protect your valuable data. In a world where cyber threats are constantly evolving, staying one step ahead is crucial. And that's where wireless penetration testing comes in. It's a vital tool in your cybersecurity toolkit, one that can make the difference between being secure and being an easy target. Penetration testing can help you identify vulnerabilities in your wireless network before they can be exploited. There are several best practices you can follow to enhance your wireless security. Let's dive into a few of them. Firstly, keep your software up to date. This includes your operating system, wireless router firmware, and any security software. Updates often include patches for newly discovered security vulnerabilities, so regular updates are a simple yet effective way to keep your network secure. Next, consider disabling remote management of your router. This feature can be handy, but it also opens up a potential avenue for cyber attackers to gain control of your network. By disabling it, you're shutting a door that hackers might use to enter your system. Another key practice is to use strong, unique passwords. It's tempting to use something easy to remember, but a weak password is an invitation to cybercriminals. A strong password should include a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. And remember, don't use the same password across multiple platforms. Finally, consider implementing network segmentation. This involves separating your network into different segments, each with its own security measures. This way, if one segment is compromised, it doesn't necessarily mean your entire network is at risk. By following these best practices, you can maintain a secure wireless network.